Hello one and all, and welcome back another night of Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers. I'm Brazen Braden, and tonight we are playing the deck Enter the Dracomancer, which is a sort of dragon-based deck. Three colors, black, red, and green, swamps, mountains, and forests, and a lot of big creatures, and that sort of thing. Just to say, I have not had much, if at all, any success with this deck. I've only unlocked one card out of the possible 40. Just goes to show how much I've actually played with it. So we shall see how we get along against some, again, AI components. 3 of them, best out of 3. We shall have a go. Right, we have a lot of land and almost nothing to play first turn. As nice as it is having all 3 of the lands here that I need, I am going to go for a mulligan. Alright, we got 3 lands, which is something. At least a couple more creatures, but look how expensive they are. That's 6 cost for a 5/1. I mean, he can just be picked off so quickly and so easily. He's got haste and he's got these swamp cycling and mountain cycling, which means I believe we can get rid of them. And cycling, discard a card with cycling from your hand and play it. Cycling cost to draw another card from your deck. Okay. We've got this Valley Ranit, which is a 6/3, also 6 cost. We've got the Cannon Fodder, which was in the previous hand as well, 2/1/1 goblin creatures, and we've got a Cultivate, which gives us some land. So we'll go ahead and keep this for now. We do need a forest, unfortunately, to get that out. And we are playing against Zodoslav's Masks of Demure. So a lot of removal, as you can see. He's already pulled out 2 of my cards, which is another Valley Ranit. I can't speak today. Valley Ranit and a forest, which we do quite need. Okay, we can't really do much, so we'll just throw a land out there and see what he does to us now. Nothing this turn. It's alright. Means we can get some goblin, fodder, dragon fodder out. We pick this guy up, Georger Worm or Horger Worm, I don't know how you prefer to say it. Devour 1 means he can eat creatures and token himself up in power, but not with the creature's power. Keep that in mind. I at one stage played a Devour before I knew what they meant, and I devoured a stack of creatures, and all high damage and whatnot. So I can play the cycling and discard something, but for now, let's just get these guys out. And yeah, I lost a lot of powerful creatures and only gained +1 for each creature. So be wary of that. It is a mistake that can be made if you don't understand exactly what Devour means. Now he is going to put on the top of my library, but I don't actually know how that works because it's a token. Yeah, it just gets destroyed. We've picked up a Dragon Speaker Shaman or Shaman. Dragon spells cost 2 less to cast. Very good creature in this deck. However, I fear he's going to be picked off quite shortly. But we'll put him out nonetheless. We've got we don't actually have any dragon creatures, do we? No, we don't. Which isn't very good. We can swing for 1, which we will do. At least start pinging away, doing some damage to him. Alright, Terramorphic Expanse and a Mage, Demir Guild Mage. He can either draw cards with that or force me to discard cards. Should he have, I think it's 4 mana? Yeah, 4 mana. Which he does have for next turn, should he want to draw a card. Okay, so this is a Dragon Fodder. It costs 2 less, so essentially this card is free, which is great. We will throw down our land. We will cast that, which should be free. Or not, why not? Dragon spells you cast. Oh, spells. I would have thought creatures would have been classified as spells. Let's just quickly sorry, again the cycling. You can discard a card with cycling from your hand and pay its cycling cost to draw another card from your deck. Okay, so we can discard this card by paying 2 and then pull out lands, which I think we might do with this guy because his stats aren't great, and we do need swamps and mountains. We don't need swamps and mountains. We need forests, if anything. We're going to discard him. Forest cycling. Give us some forests. Give us a forest. It's a sucky trade-off, but as it stands, we do not have the mana we need to actually call him out anyway. So, what shall we do? Let's attack. With both of these, he will probably block the 1/1. Getting rid of this creature, yes, and allow the 2 to go through. But this deck is about sort of dealing as much damage as you can to your opponent. Indestructible. Oh no, wait, what? Return from target graveyard and put on your team. Oh, that sucks. Okay, what can we do? We can put this guy out. We can also play our Gorger. A Gorger probably sounds better. Gorger worm, because it gorges on things. No, my English today. I apologize profusely. Or we can search for 2 lands and put them in our hand, which may be the better option. This does not have trample, so we can at least block for a turn and prevent damage from going through. Now we want a forest, and we shall take another. Let's actually get just 2 forests because there's so few of them in this deck. I haven't customized this deck in any way. As I said, I don't have the cards to customize them. So we're going to skip this. We'll keep this guy for now. We shall not attack because we would like to save something to block the possible damage he will throw at us next turn. What is this? Target creature gets -3/-3. There goes my shaman. That is most unfortunate. Although I don't have any spells. And he has done it with this creature. Is he going to attack with both? Yes. And I shall prevent the 6 from going through. Thank you very much. Right, I'm back to square 1. I have nothing on the board, but this 5/5. We've also got this 5/1 with haste, which means we can attack this turn for 5. And I don't believe he has the mana to cast a spell to stop that. So we're going to throw this out, and we're going to throw out our little 1/1 here. When he dies, put a 1/1 sapling, a sprogling or whatever, so he just sort of replaces itself. And we shall swing at him for 5 to the face. And he's probably going to remove this next turn. There it is. A lot of removal in this deck. Most frustrating to play against these blue decks. What was that he did to me? Oh, he made me discard cards. And he's attacking with both. I shall again prevent that damage. Thank you. What did I discard? Two mountains. Alright, what do we pick up? Oh, we've got a Borderland Ranger. When he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then we shuffle our hand. So, shall we? It will at least give us something on the board. We can also play this. This will be 3 mana. This is 5, 8, 3, 6, 7, 8. We should have enough to play both of this. Great. Okay, out he comes. We get a land. We shall take, I don't even know what. It doesn't matter really. Look how little lands we have left. Let's take a mountain. And we'll put our worm out. Choose any number of creatures to devour to become a 6/6. There really is no point. Finish. We need to have some sort of presence on the board as best as possible. We shall skip it, although he might just remove this Sprog. Although if he can remove something, he's going to want to try to get rid of this 5/5 Gorger Worm. And I must now discard a card. That's all I have. Take my mountain. And he's drawing a card. This puts him at a serious advantage because he's got more cards than I do. Even though I've got more health, he's got a stronger presence. Ooh, however, we've got a haste 5/1. He will block. Let's hold on to this for now. Yeah. Okay, let's hold on. We can now attack with everything if we wanted, but he would use his 6/3 to block the 2/2, kill it, and then you'd sacrifice the 1/1 to block this. So really there is no point in attacking. Unfortunately, we'll save what we have as blockers. Hope he cannot remove everything. What is this? Flying and Undying. Great. Undying means it comes back with a +1/+1 token. Should it die? And shall I sacrifice my Sprog? Yeah. Let's sacrifice my Sprog. That's fine. Try to get some of the goodies off the board there. And we can put our Sprog straight back. Or at least the creator of the Sprog. Which is alright. Now he's got a lot here that he can hit me with. I can block. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to hold on to this guy. Hopefully he attacks with a bunch of stuff. And then I can just throw him out and smack him in the face without him being able to do anything. He's probably going to draw a card this turn if he has nothing. Another mage with enough mana to draw a card. Oh no, he's making me discard. Oh, fantastic. I should have played it. Always be wary with these mages. The whole point of this deck is to sort of keep your hand, as well as the black deck, keep your hand at a minimum. Form of the Dragon costs 7. At the beginning of your upkeep, Form of the Dragon deals 5 damage to target creature or player. Oh, amazing. It's an enchantment as well. At the beginning of each end step, your total life becomes 5. What? Creatures without flying can't attack you. Well, that's fantastic. This creature can't attack me, but I get 5 health, which means I've essentially screwed myself because even though I can do 5 damage to things and start clearing out his board, if he gets a hit through with something big like that, I'm toast. So there I am, down to 5. If he has some sort of direct spell to hit me in the face with for 5 damage, I forget if he does. I could be in trouble. Now I get to deal some damage to... I can deal it to him or I can deal it to his creatures. Let's get rid of this thing. Comes back to my graveyard. I now have a Devour Worm. Do I get to draw a card every time? Oh, no, it happens before my turn. So I can now pop this out. I do not wish to devour anything right now. And let's see, if I swing 5/5, I will kill off 2. Oh, it has Summoning Sickness. Okay. Okay, I'm going to attack with 2 of these. Although if he allows that through, yeah, that should hopefully be alright. If he does allow it through, he has 3 creatures. I can block with 2 of them. The flying cannot attack me. So if he blocks any of this, I will probably lose this. Yes. Oh. Wow, he sacrificed all his cards. Interesting. Okay, now this has come back with Undying. I can get rid of it. Although... well, yes, I can get rid of it. And then hit him straight in the face with these. Or... let's see, what's this? Gets +4/+4. Alright. For what purpose? Flying. Creatures without flying can't attack you. Oh, crap. That's what happens when you misread the cards. Creatures without flying cannot attack you. That's such a good card. If I had read it properly, I would have got rid of his flying creature. Sometimes I just feel like smacking myself to the face. Alright. That was a bad performance. Feel free to slander me in the comments. I deserve it. Let's give this another go with a new opponent. It's the Sliver deck, which we have not yet covered, but we will. Okay, we've got some early creatures, although we've only got forests, which kind of sucks. We can hope to draw into some forests. I'm going to draw a hand now, I think. This is even worse. Okay, at least we got 2 of these. We'll keep this for now. Not that I can play them. That's one of the problems with having multicolored decks, in my opinion. If you've got more than 2, the chance that you get mana screwed in a particular color is a lot higher, obviously. I mean, you've got 60 cards to try to get through here. And it can be problematic, to say the least. It's one of the reasons why I've had no success with this this deck, I guess, is that there's so many lands. There are 3 different colored lands. Plus, as you see, many of the creatures are very high cost, and they're not all that great, quite honestly. I mean, a 6/3 for 6 cost is not great at all. So I don't know. I've got yeah. My feelings are pretty much set on this. We can get a land. Yes, we need a swamp. At least one. Yeah, I don't like this deck so much. Just putting that out there from the get-go. We all know this. As I said it, I've already said it anyway. So we'll just hold on to this for an attack. The problem with these sliver decks is they can get out of hand very quickly. This sliver gives everyone double strike. This sliver gives everyone +0/+1. Ooh, okay, so I can sacrifice both of these. This guy has essentially done his job. So, although it also has double strike. Now, I'm not sure. I think double strike happens. You hit once, or you hit once, hit once. I'm actually not sure. This is going to cost me the game, but I want to find out. I'm still learning, as I said from the very beginning. I'm still learning how all this works together. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, there we have it, folks. GG! Oh, great. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Target creature you control on the battlefield deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That would be great for something like this, where we can also do 6 damage. But we're going to get out a few more tokens, I think. Some small little creatures. This is the shaman. We'll get this guy out. At least these guys are good for blocking. Once they die, we get a replacement, which is alright. But to deal with this double strike is going to be a bit of a nightmare, especially if he gets a creature now to bump up his other slivers. Okay, more health. It's on the board. There's also a sliver that gives you +2 attack, I believe, and that is wow. So they don't have. I'll just block one. They don't have trample, which is good, but again, there's a sliver that gives everyone trample, believe it or not. So you can imagine these things can have double strike, first strike, boosted health, boosted attack, trample, the whole Katuti. We can get out our little Hellkite hatchling. I mean, 4 cost for 2/2. I mean, if Devour one Hellkite hatchling has flying and trample if it devoured a creature. He has no flying creatures as of yet. We can also put out this 5/5, which currently can block and kill something, even with their double strike. So maybe that is a good idea. We also have the spell, which we can use to destroy a creature or player next turn, should we need to. I will devour a token. Actually, if he bumps up their health by 1, I'm going to devour 2. Become a 7/7. If he becomes 3 health on any of these for whatever reason, with his double strike, it could be dangerous. I shall not attack. What has he got? He has really drawn into a nice hand there. 2/1/1 silver colorless tokens. So he's really building up a board presence and he's looking for more land. He does not need it. You don't need it, you schmuck. Alright, he's done nothing. Which means, okay, what are our options? We can pull out this little hatchling. It's a 2/2. We can also pull out this guy. No, we can't. We can recycle. We can cycle him. We can do a spell, 6 damage, and we can put 2/1/1 tokens. So this is 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We have got 5. So we can actually do both. We can pop this out. Gives us a little bit of a board presence. Now we can do 7 damage with the spell. We can do it to him, or we can remove some of his creatures. We might actually want to get rid of his double strike creature. I think that's quite important. So we're going to do this. We want to get rid of, even though 7 is a lot of damage to push through to his face, I think it's pertinent we get rid of this double strike. That is a horrible ability to have to fight against. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Although, does this thing have trample? No. No, it does not. This has trample if it devours. Okay, this doesn't trample, he can just block it with any of these little token things. No point in that. So we'll save it. Should he wish to attack me, I can block and kill whatever it is. Now, what's he going to buff this time? Alright. All sliver creatures get +3, +3. Look at this is sort of running out of control here. This is disastrous. If I had some sort of mass removal, that would be great. He still has nothing that's flying though. So, and because I've got my shaman, these things cost 2 less. So I can actually get out, or I can only get out 1 because I only have 1 forest, which is a pain. But flying, it must devour something. Okay, we're going to take it out. We're going to devour one of our cannon fodders here, our dragon fodders, rather. So now it becomes flying with trample. And I think... Ooh, no, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for now. We are not going to attack yet. We don't stand a chance against him. I mean, he can block with that, stay alive, and then something else. And my creature's gone. He still has his full hand, his full battlefield presence there. This is just a 2/2, nothing special. There's also a sliver that bumps up your other slivers based on how many other slivers you have on the board. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disastrous. Okay, we can now also get out our 6/3. cost us everything. We could have popped him out for another flying creature, but that's alright. We are going to attack with this, just to get some damage on in his face. What is this? Slow creatures you control have. Whenever this creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Oof. If he attacks with everything, he can then just ping, 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 and kill everything. Is he going to do that? Yes, he is. Oh, he's throwing it all at me. So those go through. And I don't think I can stop everything. I think that's why he's done this. This is going to ping off this creature. I can stop. I can stop any one of these. 6-3. I'm going to have to sacrifice everything, essentially. Stop that. And we can stop. That's 9. He's throwing 14 damage my way. Oh no, he's got 2 of those. Yeah, that's it. It's GG. Yep, that's it. Game over. Oh, terrible. I don't know if maybe it's because of just my general disinterest in this particular deck that I'm playing with, this Enter the Dracomancer, is that I'm just maybe not focusing or something, or I'm just getting bad. I don't know. Am I getting bad hands? We've got some land options here. Ooh, what's Jund Charm? Choose one. Exile all cards from target player's graveyard, or deals 2 damage to each creature, or puts 2 1/1 counters on target creature. So a lot of options there. Another Soulfire, which we can't really use on anything yet, and a Cultivate. So we're going to keep this because we do need a lot of mana, even though we can't really do much against Volcrew, who is another dragon-based deck, I believe. I think he's one of the. I think he's the last deck you unlock, or am I confused? I may very well be confused. I do apologize. It's been a while since the single-player campaign. Whenever a player sacrifices a creature, you may put a 1/1 counter. Okay, so he's a black deck. Just throw that down. This, we can do some cycling should we want. We'll hold off on that for now. What is the deal with these Terramorphic Expanses? When is the best time to play it? I'm not sure, because many people sort of seem to get it out early, and then just before their next turn they do their ability and they get the land back. Is that to prevent the opponent from possibly targeting the land out here and destroying it? I don't know. So he's lost 2 life because of this foul imp. 2/2 with flying. We can cultivate this turn and get another land in play. Well, into our hand at least. We'll go for a swamp because we do not yet own one of those. And we sit back and take 3 damage. Right, what's he thrown out? He's thrown out a Soul Cage Fiend. Each player loses 3 life. Pew pew. What? Oh, and he dies. Yeah. So there goes 3 damage to my face. Not much to be done. And let's pop this out. We can put out a Sprog thing. Why do I call them Sprogs? Because they drop these saprolings. I call them Sprogs for some reason. I like the name Sprog. Or we can cast this Jude Charm, which exiles all cards from the graveyard, which he has none. Or do 2 damage to each creature. I've got no creatures. That's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to get rid of his board presence. We're going to deal damage to each creature, since I've got none. Hakuna Matata. Alright, and I'm going to put out my little Sprog. that's useful. That removal. If I had had that last game, although if, all the slivers health had been bumped up. Ah, we're forcing him to damage himself for 2 life by casting that, which is not bad. We're both on the same health. I've got, well, we now got equal cards. I shall play this, and I shall pull out, what shall I pull out? I don't think it really matters. Pull out another swamp, so we've got equal number. There we go. We can do another cultivate for 3. We can also throw out, but we've got nothing to cast that on. We need more mana for that. So we will do this. We'll grab more mana. I don't think it really matters. Red. Next turn, we can pop that out. And hopefully he attacks me. Actually, I'm going... If he gets another creature out, though... Yeah, I'm not going to skip that. I'm going to skip attacking for now. Let's see what he's got. Yes, good, he attacks me. Fantastic, which means I can swing through to his face for 5 damage next turn. He does not know what's coming. We've also got more dragon fodder, but we want to hit him where it hurts. So, he's coming out. And he is hitting you in the face. We're going to hit him for 6. And I don't think he has any removal or blocking. I mean, he's got the mana to do something. No, he does not. Alright. We have a slight health advantage. He can hit us for 2. What is this? A 5/3 demon. He's the demon master. He has the demon cards, which are very powerful, but also quite expensive. Although, I've seen more expensive. Okay, now I've got the spell, which I can cast and get rid of his demon. Or, yes, because if I attack with it, he will block with it. So, we are going to do that. We are going to cast this. We're going to use that creature to attack that creature. Pew, off you go. We can now attack with that. We can also put out... There's no point in the dragon fodder. Actually, is there? 2/1s? Maybe that's harder for him to deal with. If he wants to remove things. And we're going to hit him for 6. Puts him down to 1 health. What has he got for me next turn? If he enchants this thing... Although he would need to enchant it for 7/7. Right, destroy target non-black. Interesting choice. Oh, it's because these have got... Oh, you could have got rid of that, but there's no point, I guess. Alright. He... Believe it or not, there's no need for me to even play this. He's toast. Yeah. Wow, we've actually won one. I think. I don't know what he may throw at me with his land. Does he have anything? No, he does not. There's no point in that, my friend. Well, there we go. We actually won a game. Wow. We have unlocked the Torrent of Fire. Torrent of Fire deals damage equal to the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control to target player or creature. So if I cast a 6 cost or 7 cost creature and then throw this out, it does that much damage to whoever I choose. So sort of mass damage, probably to his face, I don't know. Well, anyway, there we have it. That has been a look at the Enter the Dracomancer with these dragons, the dragon deck. Again, personal opinion, it's not one of my favorite decks. I find it very difficult to play with, and I know I did stuff up at some point in the previous 2 games, the first 2 games, due to my own lack of knowledge, quite honestly, and lack of experience, especially with this deck, because I've only used him once or twice before. So, all my fault, and I apologize. But anyway, this has been another night of Brazen Braden Plays Magic the Gathering. Please do check out my other vids if you haven't done so already. And hit the like button if you're enjoying the series. Do subscribe, share with your friends, all the rest of it. You know the drill. And I will catch you again for another episode later. So until then, have a good one, and bye bye.